What's good, YouTube? Playboy Cardi is apparently dropping All Red on September 13th. Let's see
Y'all are
what they
asking
talking
about Cardi All Red. So what I have to say about that is that shit might actually drop September 13th if you ask me, because I think, look at this. If you go to Playboy Cardi,
So is this speculation or is it like real
he could
shit?
just be trolling. I really do think he could just be trolling because he sees what people are posting online and just to feed into the narratives and whatnot. But if you look, he is following 13 people now. He followed Rise of Cardi, shout out him. Stealthy, but
Bro,
there was
what?
like that crazy theory that felt like a whole lot of Red days where he was wearing the, what was it, like here, Cardi jersey. There was one picture where he was wearing one, and there was one picture where he's wearing three, the Iverson, the 76ers. Where's the one?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it
this
was
nigga's
from the
trolling y'all
Orlando
niggas,
Magic,
bro.
right here. However,
He
why I
is
didn't like this
trolling
theory
y'all.
at first is because Angel Reese, the WNBA player, he posted her on his Instagram story and she was rocking the 10 jersey. So it's like, okay, well, that kind of just threw that theory out the window. But hey, now Cardi's getting into it saying, I'm following 13 people, y'all. I might be dropping on September 13th. And we already know what the label is trying to do, pay off these accounts. And yes, I know that for a fact. I talked to like people within these organizations. They were paid to say like rumored album dropping on September 13th. Now, I don't know if it's going to drop like a whole album. It seems like they're in rollout mode though, considering
September
like
13th is
there was that
in
Billboard interview
9 days?
of Cardi. Where was it? Right here, where he did a little shoot. There was an
I thought that
interview.
was
As you can see
Casanova.
on his do-rag underneath his hat, you can just barely see, but that is red. And then somebody did like a Photoshop thing where it basically is all red, but in the I Am Music font, the original one.
Type
So
shit.
I feel like he's trying to kind of tease that All Red's dropping September 13th. I cannot confirm that though, because as you know, like he could literally say I'm dropping on the 13th, and then on the 13th, literally nothing happens. He drops a fucking new thong that he's selling as merch with All Red on it, and it's got like a little blood stain where you're supposed to have your man period, because you know how trans people be acting nowadays, acting like men can have periods.
What the fuck
But
are
enough
you
of
talking
politics here.
about,
But
gang?
in that interview, he also he said something about like Uzi and Yachty, or sorry, lack thereof. He did
Bro.
the opposite. They were asking him about
This
it,
y'all artist,
about his
bro?
relationship,
I guess,
and he was
dude.
dodging the questions about relatively
Yo, my
benign
mic
topics
is
too,
mad
including his
dirty, bro.
relationships with Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty, two artists who have been involved in his career since his self-titled mixtape. Now, I'm not saying that they're beefing, because I feel like they probably are cool behind the scenes.
Oh,
He was
this shit
probably
look-
just trying
this
to,
shit
you
look blue
know,
on here.
not
Nigga, this shit
necessarily
is
be
purple.
like, he's the top dog now. He's bigger than both Uzi and Yachty. There's no question about that. Whole career wise, I'll still say Uzi got him just because of how big of an icon Uzi got, whereas Cardi, he's the hottest in the game right now, but like it's more cultish. It's a smaller fan base, but it's just stronger.
Who?
But
Oh, Lil Yachty.
I
Nigga
feel like
said
he's probably just
cultish.
not trying to talk about them because he's trying to, you know, he's doing an interview for his project and like his raw life. He's like, why are y'all trying to talk about these other people? Like, it's me. I am the superstar right here.
Probably
So I
because
don't
they
think
helped you get
anything
to where you
shady's
are.
going on behind the scenes, but you know
Maybe
how
because
turbulent
you should give
Uzi
them their,
and Cardi's
give them their
relationship
props
has
for
been.
helping
And
you get to where
Uzi,
you are.
I think even in an interview with like paparazzi, he
Maybe because not everything's about you. Maybe because you should always give props where it's due.
was saying how, you know, he wants to be on Cardi's project, but I don't know if Cardi's gonna give him that. And we also know that Cardi was supposed to be on Pink Tape, and then he took his feature off like, you know, 2 weeks
Nah, that's
prior to
some
that
crazy
releasing,
shit.
and then didn't send in a new verse. And Cardi's like on a whole new level now, where he's probably like egoing him a little bit. But I would still love to see Uzi
yeah,
on
he
that
probably
project. I
is,
don't
bro.
care too much about Yachty being on it, but Uzi would definitely be like a little round trip, like full circle moment. I would love to see
Tight,
that. I think
tight,
everybody
tight.
would. We all want that 1629 collab. Uzi was in the studio with Cardi. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, so all red potentially dropping September 13th. Not confirmed
Tight,
whatsoever.
tight.
Do not, please, do not
Nah, they finna
trust all these Discord
Nah,
things, because
they
I'm
finna
seeing
pin this
people
shit on
like
this
post
nigga if he don't-
fake
if Cardi don't
messages.
drop, these niggas
I
gonna
even
be
talked
mad
to
as
like
shit.
Soul and some of the people who run that Discord server, and they're like, yeah, a lot of those messages like we never sent. And so they're just like people are
These niggas finna be
photoshopping it
mad
or
as
like
shit, boy, I'm telling
putting
you.
their profile picture and color of their role in those Discord servers, acting like they're them. And so people screenshot and post on Twitter and think that like, oh, Cardi was in the studio with Laserdisc. Like, hell no, he wasn't. He's not giving Laserdisc a feature before Ken and Lone. I'm sorry, that's just not happening. And I feel like Laser low key, like kinda. I know that he got hacked and he doesn't have his he doesn't have his socials right now, but I feel like, you know, his steam is running out a little bit.
Who?
But I feel like that's all we really know.
Destroy Lonely? He just dropped the project,
You know,
bro.
Timberland, because he was wearing Timberland shoes, saying album ready. They're probably just trying to capitalize on the hype and be like, yeah, we, you know, we and Cardi, we got a little collab going, but in all reality, Cardi just in New York, rocking the Timbs. But
you know what's crazy about music, bro? Whenever you up to the top, a whole lot of niggas be wanting to leech off of you and shit. You see, like whenever you get up there, niggas, all these brands, all this other shit want to leech off of you and shit. They want to take some of your viewership and bring it to their brand. It's most of the time not nothing genuine. It's usually to benefit themselves. Not gonna lie. So whenever I get up there, I'm not gonna lie to you, I may not want to collab with nobody. Because yeah, I see through that shit, bro.
But yeah, stay tuned for new music. Watch him drop another exclusive drop on like YouTube or something. But I feel like All Red is a type of song where he kind of like that's a big enough song, an anticipated song, and a banger if you ask me. Where like that shit will go crazy in the mosh pits, from the outside looking in at least. Although I almost jumped in the mosh pit when I was in New York.
This nigga sound like a Cardi nerd. Nigga sound like the White Dabo.
But I feel like that's a banger song that like he should release
the fuck
officially. #1 Billboard hit. I don't know, Mysterious, but because Cardi's been hitting those numbers, but as a feature or a collaborator with like Kanye or Travis Scott or The Weeknd, whatever. But like by himself, yes, he has hella hype, but I wouldn't say like by himself necessarily he can hit like a #1 status unless I don't know. Like I'm thinking like if he had Drake on it or Travis again or
serious?
Kanye, like yeah, he could do it. But
bro,
low key, I feel like he's gonna do what he did last project where he has a couple features.
I mean, bro, he literally
I feel like he's gonna
runs
be
the
on
music
Futures
world
mixtape
right now,
coming up.
Basically,
but
all these niggas
maybe
is
that's
dick
gonna
riding.
delay the project too. I heard something about that where like that's dropping soon, so he's gonna delay his project. But we already knew that where like he's just hopping on features with all these big artists, you know, the OGs, the GOATs in the game, getting his monthly listeners up, it's basically free promo, and he gets money from it, right? So that's the best way to do it. Why would you why would you hop on other people's features where you dilute your brand? Only hop on bigger people's music to get your numbers up, so that when you finally do drop, like you get the
look, leeching, bro. Like what, bro?
Listeners. But I do feel like
it's the world we live in, though.
At this point,
all these niggas just want something from me,
people are less hyped. I mean, of course, no matter what, like when Cardi starts posting, but like y'all remember the beginning of the year when Cardi actually started getting active, everybody was freaking out, like ready to listen to every single song instantly, like the minute it dropped. But like now I feel like everyone's kind of, it's the boy who cried wolf. He posts, everyone's like, oh, this is cool. It gets posted online, or at least for me, maybe I'm just growing up and I'm an old head, but I'm like, man, just fucking drop music. Like we get it. You know, you're posting new fits with your jersey backwards and some Timbs, but like,
yeah, and you always gotta show the upside down cross. You know what, bro?
It's like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't fuck with that shit neither, bro. Nigga, I need to put some respect on my Lord's name, bro. Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but stop playing, bro. Niggas weird, bro. They whole brand is like upside down cross and this demonic shit, bro. Get that shit on my face, fuck nigga.
Just drop something. I'm tired of all these pics.
All this shit is evil, bro.
Drop it OnlyFans if that's what you're trying to do with just pictures, but we're looking for music. You're an artist. Is Cardi actually dropping I Am Music this year? Oh, that was another thing that we had to go over. So there was another piece of information that came out where in the interview right here, it says, and this is not coming from Cardi as a quote necessarily, but they probably have information because Billboard is a huge organization. and again, they talk to him, so they're not going to put out like misinformation. But also, this has been done so many times where, like, in 2021, he was allegedly supposed to be dropping at the end of the year, like, you know,
You
music,
niggas know y'all
even
not
I Am
getting
Music,
nothing
just
from
when,
him, bro.
when it was still called Music because Cardi hadn't figured it out, but like the title. But it says right here, now in the midst of making his third studio album, I Am Music, planned for release by year's end. So it's planned for release. Again, people think it's September 13th. I feel like that's going to be all red, or if not, then I don't know. That would be a fire single though.
Oh man. All right, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all, if y'all think he's really gonna drop soon. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas is getting trolled. He is literally just building the hype. And so basically I think what he's doing, this is a marketing strategy, dude. And he just gonna keep building, keep trolling y'all niggas. Y'all gonna get mad if as soon as y'all give up on the nigga gonna drop that shit. And then what if it flop? Oh my gosh. The internet is gonna be going crazy.